There are wonderful images coming which show Bangladesh as a newly developing nation. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina herself has been inside the newly inaugurated metro and the metro station, which is meant to curb the heavily increasing traffic in the city of Dhaka. As a matter of fact, all these shining developments have been done by the Awami League and Sheikh Hasina all by herself. But do you know how Sheikh Hasina has been able to see a deal like this? In the middle of the 1971 war, how much was the possibility of her being dead? Yes, today we talk about this new hero in Bangladesh. To talk about this rising and shining hero in Bangladesh, we have to know how she survived and how she was rescued by an Indian army officer in the end of the 1971 war. For that, we have to know a bit more about the PARAM CHAKRA PALTAN of the Brigade of the Guards of the Indian Army, the legendary battalion, the 14 Guards. The 14 Guards is known so because of their heavy participation in the Bangladesh Liberation War and for their exceptional gallantry in the Battle of Gangasagar. Before the war had officially begun, the 14 Guards Battalion was operating alongside the Mukti Bahini on the eastern side of Bangladesh, pretty close to the areas of Agartala and the other areas in the state of Tripura. Now, the 14 Guards was commanded by Lieutenant Colonel B.N. Channa, and it was a part of the 73 Mountain Brigade under the command of Brigadier M.L. Tully. This brigade was a part of the 57 Mountain Division under the 4th Corps of the Indian Armed Forces. Now, the 14 Guards had fought in the Battle of Thalai, taking out the Pakistani BOP on the 30th of November 1971, when war was officially declared against Pakistan on the 3rd of December 1971. On that very night, the 14 Guards under the command of Lieutenant Colonel B.N. Channa decided to launch a massive attack on the Gangasagar railway station pretty close to the border inside Bangladesh. Now, the Battalion 2IC was Major Kshatriya, and A and B companies of the 14 Guards were meant to carry out with this assault. A company was led by Major Ashok Tara. While leading his company, Major Ashok Tara himself got engaged in the fighting against the Pakistani army, and he himself took out many Pakistani soldiers inside bunkers with his 10 submachine gun, including lobbing Molotov cocktails inside bunkers, burning the Pakistanis out. Eventually, Gangasagar was liberated, and this is the same battle where Lance Knight Albert Ekka received the Paramveer Chakra posthumously. Eventually, the 14 Guards carried out with their fighting, and after crossing the Meghna River, they had made it to Tongi, close to Dhaka. After getting to Tongi, by the 15th of December, A company of the 14 Guards was tasked to encircle the Pakistanis inside the Dhaka airport area. By the 15th, this encirclement was complete, and on the 16th of December, the Pakistani army had officially surrendered. Now, after this task of heavy fighting, the 14 Guards were given the responsibility of the security of the Dhaka airport. Everything was going fine for the 14 Guards, but on the 17th of December morning, Lieutenant Colonel B.N. Channa received the news that the Mujib family in Dhanmandi in Dhaka, living in the number 32 house, was still held hostage by 12 Pakistani soldiers. Now, this was very bad news because Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was going to be the new leader of this new country. Lieutenant Colonel B.N. Channa decided to somehow rescue the Mujib family, and he sent Major Ashok Kumar Tara with this Mukti Bahini fighters alongside 2 soldiers from the 14 Guards with a jeep to do something about it. Now, this was going to be a very big issue for Major Ashok Kumar Tara because he didn't know what to expect. With his jeep, he went to Dhanmandi from the airport, and after closing just a few hundred yards away from that house, he noticed a huge crowd of people alongside people from the press and media. They all didn't know what to do about this. Now, Major Ashok Tara, with this small force, almost unarmed, went up towards the road and found a bullet-riddled vehicle with a dead body inside it. This vehicle was stranded right in front of the Mujib residence. The dead body was of someone from the press. Closing in, he spotted those Pakistani soldiers who had held the Mujib family as hostage. And that is when a Pakistani soldier fired up a warning shot. Seeing this, Major Tara knew that this couldn't be dealt with the force of arms. Hence, being unarmed, he approached the building, and in Punjabi, he started talking to the Pakistani soldiers. He informed them that yesterday, on the 16th of December 1971, the Pakistani Eastern Army had surrendered to the Indian Armed Forces and to the Mukti Bahini. He also informed that for some reason, these people were unaware. He also talked to them about leaving the Mujib family and surrendered to him and to the Indian Armed Forces. He also assured that they will be treated accordingly to the Geneva Conventions after they surrender. And also at that time, he was hearing the pleas of the Mujib family members inside that house, asking him and pleading to him to not leave them. After a lot of chatter and a lot of talking to them in Punjabi, Major Tara convinced these Pakistani soldiers to come out of the building unarmed. Hence, he took the surrender of these 12 soldiers, and eventually he was the first person to enter the Mujib residence. They were all happy to see him. The entire Mujib family, the family of Sheikh Hasina, the future PM of Bangladesh, who was a young lady back then, she was also very pleased to see Major Tara, the liberator. Eventually, Major Tara was being treated as one of the family members of Sheikh Mujib. When Sheikh Mujib finally returned in the month of January 1972, he met Major Ashok Tara and himself thanked him. There is a legendary picture of Major Ashok Kumar Tara and Sheikh Mujib sitting together. Here it is. Now I leave this picture to all of you to understand the extraordinary bravery that might have been needed to undergo this extreme difficult process of liberating the Mujib family. After the war had ended, Major Ashok Kumar Tara received the CHAKRA for his bravery and gallantry in the battles in Bangladesh, alongside for liberating the Sheikh Mujib family. But he was very much shocked to learn about the coup that had killed the entire family of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in 1975. Eventually, Major Ashok Kumar Tara got involved with the 9th Para, and he operated in the northeastern states in numerous counter-insurgency operations. After Sheikh Hasina came to power for the first time in Bangladesh, she tried to contact this Indian Army officer, but she couldn't find him. But eventually, in the year 2019, decades after Major Ashok Kumar Tara had retired as a colonel from the Indian Army, he was brought to Bangladesh as an honorary guest of the Prime Minister herself. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina honored this Indian Army officer in front of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Here is this picture. For this exceptional service in the liberation of Bangladesh and in the liberation of the Sheikh Mujib family, Colonel Ashok Kumar Tara was given the Friends of Liberation War Award by the Bangladeshi government. Such a story needs a lot of reach for all of our countrymen in India and for all of Bangladesh to know. Hence, I recommend you all to like and share this video as much as possible. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.